Shakespeare made up words. They were words that needed to happen, needed to evolve, needed to occur because they filled a void that didn't, that it wasn't previously occupied.
Take the word ass twice.
This my hand would rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine. Two original.
You have some Shakespeare memorised. Oh boy, can we?
All right.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Ben Barrett, joined once again, as it should be, by Alice.
Hi.
You can see she's completely fine now, and everything's back to normal, and she's feeling no ill effects from the incident.
This is nothing. It's just.
Alice?
Turns out that E-key had a few uses left in it yet.
Hooray!
And with everything completely back to normal, we can now get on with The Weekend Escape, which of course is the show where we tell you everything that's happened over the last 7 days of PC gaming. For example, I learned that no storyline is too complex for the fairy tale that is our everyday lives.
And I learned that you are easy to fool. It is I, Rich. I got the necromancer to give Alice the plague so that I could have something to do this week. Dad's away filming Mamma Mia 2 and it's really boring at home.
Well, this is all news to me. Because, of course, it's time for the news section of the show. Understand?
Yes, I thought it was very clever.
Oh, thank you. All right, yes. So, what's up?
Loot boxes.
Yeah.
Loot boxes are up, loot boxes are down, loot boxes are sideways. In fact, they're seemingly everywhere in games these days, and the Belgian Gaming Commission has decided to investigate. According to major TV station VTM News, the Commission is looking into whether loot boxes, specifically Battlefront 2's, mean the game's outcome is dependent on random values.
When I play an FPS, it kind of feels like the whole thing's dependent on a random value anyway.
Yes, well, your inability to aim aside, the Gaming Commission say that if they determine this to be the case, then it is gambling and can't happen without a permit from them. Presumably, at that point, things would get really serious. They're also looking into Overwatch, but given its cosmetic-only system, it doesn't seem to fit within their remit.
But what if I only aim better when I'm using a more expensive skin?
Then you're probably deeply troubled.
Sounds about right, yep. This all came about because of the ongoing dramas with Battlefront 2. Released into EA's Early Access program for those that pre-order particularly expensive editions earlier this week, complaints about its progression system and the time it takes to unlock new characters blew the internet up almost every day. Yep. EA made changes to unlock times, but concerns over loot boxes and microtransactions haven't gone away.
And naturally, of course, all of this debate has been respectful, reasonable, and everyone comes out of it looking great.
Of course! Except for EA managing to grab the most downvoted Reddit comment in all of history, thanks to it being linked all over the site for angry folks to come hit it. Death threats have been flying naturally, although one EA dev who spoke up about them, it turns out, may not even work at EA at all, possibly doesn't even exist. The follow-up AMA with DICE hit nearly 30,000 comments, and the community has decided it didn't answer anything, and that EA are still committed to what many have classed as a pay-to-win system. One that's so deeply ingrained that taking out will be a serious challenge. Plus, there's the can you, can't you refund debacle, 6 months of playtime being required to unlock everything, and frankly the game isn't all that good per our review.
Good week for DICE then.
Well, considering that mere hours before filming this, EA completely removed all microtransactions from the game with the promise they'd return once they were more fair, things might be looking up. The game is actually out today, so this could also just be the beginning of further issues.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to the possible performance problems, as with any PC port in the modern era, the majority reacting to the full campaign, or anything else.
Cosmetics would seem to be the logical conclusion for loot boxes, but that would require a massive art team to make a whole bunch of skins, and we have no idea if DICE have that sort of capability, at least not with this game. Battlefront 3 is looking at you. Then again, this is hardly the most ridiculous microtransaction drama ever.
You know, I think this game is missing something. I really do. But it's Oblivion, I hear you cry. Yes, it is, and it may very well be one of the best RPGs of all time in the minds of those who enjoy their opinion dysphoria. But even with its richly detailed and vibrant world, it's still definitely missing something. The Fighter's Stronghold expansion is good, but I want more than to live life as a noble warrior. And no, I don't want the vile lair, thank you. I'm evil, but not that evil. Do you know, I think it's my horse. Yeah, my horse looks a bit... what's the word? Vulnerable? Naked? Oh what, there's horse armor? Amazing. Sorted. That's just what I need.
You've got your spaceship, you've got your empire, you're the biggest badass pirate slash trader slash moneylender slash asteroid miner in the galaxy. What do you need? A monocle. So said CCP when they introduced cosmetics that cost as much as $61 to EVE Online back in 2011. While the price was ludicrous for what was an extremely minor change to character portraits in a game where ships matter a lot more than humans, the reaction is what gets it to make our list. Players, worried about the slippery slope that could lead to golden ammo for those with deep pockets, spurred on by leaked documents from CCP itself, quite literally rioted.
In the game.
Yes, in the game. Disrupting that in-game economy as much as possible. Things calmed down after it was made clear that golden ammo wasn't happening anytime soon, but it's not an event anyone will forget.
For $89.99, you could be the owner of Pheromone Z, an item from Galgun Double Piece that allows you to see through clothes instantly. In Galgun, you're a school kid who is shot by a Cupid angel and suddenly every girl gets the hots for you. You then have to fend off the advancing girls. Each love letter, shout of adoration, or kisses coming your way will drain your energy, so you better keep them away! But with Pheromone Z, at least you can still look through their clothes as you shun them away. This seems wrong.
Call of Duty Ghosts is probably the most forgettable and the most forgotten of COD's mainline franchise entries. However, it should be remembered and appreciated for the gifts it gave to the world. Weed-themed gun skins in the immaculately named Blunt Force Pack, yes, really, and getting the one and only Snoop D-O-double-G to do voiceover. It's difficult to even be mad, honestly. Snoop will congratulate you on your hiring of a guard dog, inform you of an enemy hind looking for your behind, and various other spat rhymes. Quite how much it cost to make and whether it was at all successful is anyone's guess. Call of Duty has continued to receive celebrity voice packs in various flavours ever since, as well as using voice actors from previous games, but it's unlikely they'll reach the heights of Snoop Dogg again.
Don't stop, cap 'em and shank 'em. Yeah, Chris A.
I've always wanted to drive a train. I don't know how much you've always wanted to drive a train, but Train Simulator 2017 exists for this very dream. Unless, of course, you become an actual train driver, in which case, maybe just drive an actual train. If the standalone game isn't enough to sate that desire, then lucky for you, they've got the Feather River Canyon Route add-on, the Soldier Summit Route add-on, the Alaska Railroad Anchorage Seward Route add-on, the Arosa Line Route add-on, the Count of Monster Disco, the Netherfield Nottingham Network Route add-on,
One eternity later.
and finally the Doncaster Works Route add-on, all for the teeny-weeny sum of just over $7,000. Not bad.
Now it's time for the part of the show where we tell you what's on sale on Steam.
That's right, and this week we've got a little something for everyone.
Yes, indeed. First up is Car Mechanics Simulator 2015, which currently has a whopping 90% off until November 20th.
Whopping. Can you say that?
Yeah? Why?
It reminds me of Alice, makes me miss it. She took the piss out of me for saying whopping in episode 10.
If you miss her taking the piss out of you, I can quite easily put the mask back on.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Just tell us about Car Mechanics Simulator 2015.
Okay, well, in Car Mechanics Simulator 2015, you go behind the scenes of a usual daily routine in a car workshop. You have to repair cars for your clients, then spend money you earn on expanding your workshop and improving your skills. You can buy worn-out cars, renovate them, and then sell them on for profit, or just become a famous car collector. The possibilities are endless.
Endless. Didn't sound particularly endless, you said two things.
Oh, yeah, alright, it's just a figure of speech, isn't it? Let's move on.
Okay, fine. Next up is Harvest Moon Light of Hope, which has 10% off until November the 22nd.
Cute.
You're damn right it's cute! It's a celebration of the 20th anniversary of Harvest Moon, and you start off shipwrecked in a town that has been ruined by the monsoon that got you there in the first place. It's now up to you to help rebuild the town and save the lighthouse. Growing crops, tending to livestock, and gathering materials for repairs will help you make friends, start a family, and revive the lighthouse, saving the town. If only you could have done it by reading out Shakespeare quotes.
If only. Sounds like a dream I once had, both that description and the latter part about reading out Shakespeare quotes. I was on a ship 1 second, and then I wasn't. Then I was in a lighthouse, and then I wasn't. Then it seemed like I was above ground, only I wasn't. I was underwater. It was a weird place called the Rapture.
That's the start of Bioshock. You just described the start of Bioshock.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure, yes.
Not only like 50% sure.
Nope, but I'll tell you what's 50% off.
I see what you did there, and I appreciate it.
I feel like you set me up quite nicely. It's Miscreated, which is on sale until November the 20th. It's a multiplayer online hardcore survival game set in a post-apocalyptic future. The final war is over and everyone is just struggling to survive, avoiding mutants and trying to stay alive.
Sounds welcoming.
And quite a lot like 2017. There's a few different types of game in there to hopefully satisfy some of you. Maybe enter the apocalypse for a few hours in Miscreated, then hop back over to Harvest Moon to make yourself feel less fearful for the future.
Or live your life stream as a mechanic in Car Mechanic Simulator 2015.
Well, there's been a few too many career suggestions this week. It's like I'm back in sixth form again.
Yeah. Well, how about we make you feel more comfortable by moving on to your favourite part of the show, the patch notes.
Patch notes! As my good friend Operatic Ben has introduced, this is TLDR, where we try to make the glorious day-defining act of reading patch notes that much more lovely by telling you everything the biggest games have changed over the last 7 days in 10 seconds or less.
Or as much as we can remember. Anyway, Ben, I'll kick you off by asking you to tell me what CSGO changed in its latest update.
Okay, starting.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, well, the operation ended. There's a new map called Agency. They reworked the matchmaking system. I believe they kept the Flying Scoutsman and Wingman matchmaking, but they've kind of given Wingman its own version.
It's alright.
I thought it was okay. So what I'm going to do is give you what we call easy mode around here, which is where I'm going to ask you to tell me everything that's changing in Rome 2's Politics and Power update within the next 10 seconds.
Power and politics, but okay.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, political parties now control areas of the world. Their loyalty to you will change over time. If they don't like you, they can revolt. There are new political actions. There's been a UI overhaul. There are 4 new government types, and that's it. Okay.
It's quite nice when we do it without cheating, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's actually a challenge.
Oh, there you go.
Imagine if we could do this every week.
Won't happen. So now it's time for my fan mail.
Wait, your fan mail? There's definitely more about me and actually Alice this week than there is you.
That can't be right. Something must be wrong here.
Sadly for you, nothing's wrong. On last week's episode of The Weekend Escape, Professional Kitten Stroker says, Rich, are you Pierce Brosnan's love child? Man, you look like him.
Yes, well, it's old news now, isn't it? We know you're not his son.
Well, I am.
Never mind. Right, what's being said about Alice then, if anything?
Right, well, our very own Pete says, where's Alice? We miss Alice, that lovable dog-killing Alice.
Ah yes, the Darkwood dog-killing vegan Alice. Quite ironic.
Yeah, well, when he says we, he just means himself, though, right? Like, you know, I don't miss it.
Well, I mean, of course you don't. If she's gone, and let's be honest, you gave her the plague, so she is, you get to be on the show. And we all know how much you love being on the show.
Moving on. On our League of Legends patch 7.23 video, KW says, keep these videos up. I'm a big fan of them. I'd hope for more discussions and opinions about the upcoming changes. Thanks a lot.
See? What about me?
It's definitely more about Ali than you.
Absolutely not. What are you talking about? He's got wit, charm, game knowledge. Who's coming to YouTube for those?
Valid. Thanks, KW. We'll keep the videos up. You keep coming back.
Okay, is that it?
Actually, one more this week from my Destiny 2 PC review, where Electrix says, quality review, best I've seen on YouTube so far, well written, well executed, non-biased. Subscribed.
Rich, that video was ages ago.
Yeah, but the comment was from this week, so...
Fine, you can have it.
Thank you. And thank you, Electrix, you're too kind. Thanks for the sub.
For the like you know what you're talking about. This is not your show, okay?
Well, it's now time to end the show, thank goodness. Well, that was successful, wasn't it?
Yep, I reckon so. Just kind of wish Alice was here, you know?
No, I don't know.
Guess it's time to end the show.
Yeah, it is. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you like and subscribe.
And keep coming back for more video goodness on the channel each and every week.
Bye. I learned that you are easy to fool. It is I, Rich.
Sorry. Oh, God. It was really good. Oh, no.